What up? Hellblade 2 has been causing a lot of trouble recently. You know, it's fanboys are at it again. Xbox, PlayStation fanboys, Sony pony, whatever you want to call them. You know, they're at it again. Hellblade 2 has these boys going at it. Let me tell y'all something. I am a very nonchalant individual, a very nonchalant gamer, especially like I said before, I didn't know what the frick a ray tracing was. I don't know what the frick DRM is, or freaking, for the longest time I didn't even know what FPS meant. I didn't even know what the frick that was. I was like, what the heck does that even mean? So Hellblade 2 is apparently at 30 FPS on console, on Xbox Series X and S. Like, now when I hear that, it's like, okay, I don't... I just don't care. And I played Starfield on my Xbox Series X. It was at 30 FPS, but it was barely noticeable for me. Like, I was playing it and I was like, this is a very smooth 30 FPS. I don't know what it is. Like, I can tell 30 FPS when I'm looking at it. Like, if you play Forza Horizon 5 in 30 FPS, yeah, I can notice it in that game. But for some reason in Starfield, I just couldn't. I didn't notice it. So, a lot of the time, the whole FPS thing, as long as it's above, or at least, if it's at least at 30 or above, I don't care. I do not care. Doesn't bother me one bit. But now everybody's going at it, talking about some Xbox taking an L because the game's at 30 FPS. And the game runs on Unreal Engine 5. That's a very powerful engine. And I think these consoles are starting to, get to that point where, their lifespan is, they're already releasing the better versions of these consoles on top of that. So I'll probably eventually end up upgrading from this Xbox to whatever the heck else I'll get. But like, the way I'm seeing it, like, I played Hellblade 1, right? I played Hellblade 1 and it was okay. I liked it. I didn't finish it. I got stuck on a puzzle and I was like, I don't know what the frick I'm doing. So I just didn't go back to it yet. Plus, I'm constantly being distracted by other games, so eventually I will go back to it. I always do. And I'll admit, Hellblade is a very good-looking game. I'm not one to care for graphics, but that game's graphics kind of blows me away. I gotta admit, that game looks damn near photorealistic a lot of the time. It's very strange. Like, I question sometimes, am I playing a video game? This is still a video game, right? It was very hard to tell. Hellblade looks freaking crazy in terms of graphics. I didn't even know graphics could get to that point. It's pretty freaking wild. I gotta be honest. So, from what I'm seeing, though, Hellblade 2 at this point is just console war fodder. Just another reason for everybody to shimon on the internet. If you watch All Eyes on Jet, he said Hellblade 2 is better than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's pretty wild. That's funny. I understand why you said it, though. I do. Man, that's crazy, but like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth runs on the Unreal Engine 4. And people keep comparing, I see people compare that game to Hellblade 2. They're not on the same engine. Hellblade 2 is, on a stronger engine. Okay, so that's just a no-brainer. Like everybody's just trying to reach all the time. Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all gotta just stop. Play video games. Like, plus, we gotta talk about the fact that, I mean, here's another argument PlayStation fanboys often bring up. Xbox's games running at a lower resolution. You know, for some of the multi-platform games, you know, PlayStation paid companies to have games run at a lower FPS, right? They paid companies to have games run better on PlayStation than Xbox. They did. That happened. It's not surprising either. I still don't care even then. Even then, I don't care. I just don't. It's just another stupid thing to fight about. It's a stupid thing to fight about. Xbox, if you're gonna play Hellblade 2, just play Hellblade 2. PlayStation fanboys, shut the hell up and play video games. How many freaking times do we have to say this? Shut the hell up and play video games. Shut up. Some of y'all are grown-ass men. Got kids and a wife. You online arguing about which console better still. That's enough. Cut it out. Deuces. Cut it out. Please.